Well, what kind of mind game is DoorDash playing with Dashers on this order I took the other day? And in this video, I'd like to share my DoorDash order received, why it makes absolutely no sense, why Dashers in the tier program shouldn't really see orders like this, and finally, we are going to end with should drivers ignore orders like this? This one has me puzzled. Okay, so last night I got this order right before I was about ready to go home. Don't ask me what time. It was late, that I can tell you. Heck, it could have been 3 o'clock in the morning. It wasn't. So I took it because it would have brought me back to where I needed to be. So win win. So here it is. $7.25 going 6.8 miles. Now, I normally would have declined this, especially if it was during a peak of the day, lunch, dinner, but last order brings me back. Okay, I'll deal with it. And at the time, I feel like there's a lot of backstory to this, but at the time, I am a platinum driver, and this is, I'm going to put it right down here. I was at, I believe, 81% AR. So that's kind of where I stood. Now, easy pickup, easy drop off. The guy was super nice. He was waiting for me. And I wasn't expecting anything. So I get back in my car, ready to end the dash, and I look down. I'm like, what the heck? And this was the payout. And then it made me second guess myself. And I'm like, was it a platinum order and I missed it? Was there a plus sign and I missed it? No, there wasn't. Now, before I get all you comment happy people out there saying that, well, I see orders like this all the time, and you might not be in the tier system, this video is really geared towards drivers that are in the tier system and are used to seeing symbols and plus signs. And if you are not in the tier system, you do see orders like this. But because I've been platinum so long, the rules kind of change whether you're platinum or whether you're in a no tier. That's just kind of how the DoorDash system works. Now, it used to be, unless things have changed, that a platinum order was a priority order. You can possibly see higher paying orders, but majority of the ones that are platinum are $2 or more per mile. This one was just $1 per mile. So this one confuses me because it should have, I don't get it. I really don't get it, because even if DoorDash put a plus sign in there, it wouldn't have even been a platinum order, because granted, I'm grateful it went up and I'm grateful that it was $10. Don't get me wrong. But even at $10, it wasn't $2 a mile, and it still wouldn't have been platinum. In this case, why are you hiding tips on a non-platinum order? Does that make sense? I would probably guarantee there would be a lot of drivers out there, and myself would be included, that wouldn't have taken this order because the miles to money ratio is just off. I was just fortunate that it was getting me to go back. So why are they hiding tips on an order just like this one? Why? I mean, I guess I get why it's not platinum, because it's not $2 per mile, even with the payout. But why was it hidden? Why is a tip on an order like this hidden? As a dasher, I probably would have been more inclined to take a 10.50 order for 7.25 miles, then I'd be like, okay, I'm not happy about it, but at least I'm getting a decent paying offer to go back to where I want to be. So, what do you think about this order? All my tier people out there, why would DoorDash and even people and Dashers that are not in the tier system, when you do get orders like this, does this make sense on why they hide tips just like this? So, why should Dashers in the tier program, I'm going to say platinum because I'm platinum, why shouldn't we really see orders like this? I should say we do see orders like this and we see them often. I guess my thing is usually we see full payout because it's under $2 per mile, which is usually the minimum for it being a platinum order or gold or silver. It's interesting to me because I feel like this is where the mind game comes in with DoorDash, because it gets me thinking, like, why would they do this to a Dasher? Because many Dashers wouldn't have even looked at an order like this. Like, were they testing to see what Dasher would actually take an order like this? I feel like there's always a hidden agenda and a reason behind what they do. I mean, it could be an algorithm thing, I guess, but normally I would have declined this. So this kind of brings me to my next thing. Should drivers ignore orders like this when all of a sudden you get a boost and there's a hidden tip that you didn't even know existed? So should you as a Dasher now take orders like this because you don't know what's hidden? I'm still going to say no, and honestly, it's up to you if you would take an order. I normally wouldn't take something like this because my minimum is $1 per mile, so it does meet my minimum, but I usually take $1 per mile when I'm like really close to like that 70 mark and I know like my next order is going to bring me under platinum. It's usually when I'm really, okay, I really need to take this order. It's $1 per mile. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to go ahead and make decisions based off of if I coulda, woulda, shoulda, or possibilities that DoorDash might have a hidden tip in that. That's a lot of mites. And to me, this is like a one-off scenario that honestly, in my 17,000 deliveries, I've never seen something like this in the platinum level or even in the tier program altogether. You know, it's interesting to me because I feel like the customer is getting screwed a little bit with this order because of the games that DoorDash plays. I mean, yeah, eventually it'll get delivered because they might have to manipulate the numbers in order for a Dasher to take it. But when they're playing with Dashers, they're also playing with customers. How many Dashers are going to decline this before one takes it? And then the customer's order is delayed because if Dashers are seeing orders just like this one, they're not taking them on an average. So the customer is the one who's going to get cold food because DoorDash decided to play games to see who can take this order, and I'm going to do the lowest amount I possibly can send to the Dasher to see who's going to take it. Maybe that's their end game. It just literally hit me. Maybe they're really testing to see how low they can go in order for a Dasher to take an order and see how far they can push the hidden tip game. Maybe I'm onto something with that. Let me know. Do you think I'm onto something with that? So have you ever, if you're in the tier program, if you're platinum, have you ever seen something like this? It's interesting because I haven't, and it makes me question a lot of things as normal with DoorDash and what they're doing. And it always questions, I hate losing money. am I losing out on money because now they're hiding tips where they normally don't hide tips? They're getting sneaky. You know, I talked a lot about mind games in this video. Well, DoorDash is definitely playing games with Dashers when it comes to throttling your orders and your money. You're going to want to check this one out next, and I'll see you over there.